The Saab Gripen is a modern fighter jet. It comes from Sweden. The company that builds it is named Saab. This jet is designed to be very flexible. It can do many different jobs in the air. For example, it can fight other planes. It can also attack targets on the ground. Sweden wanted a plane that could defend its large country with a small air force, so they created the Gripen to be smart and efficient. It is known as a multirole fighter, which means it is a single tool for many different tasks a military might face. This jet is not as famous as some American or Russian fighters. However, it is very important. Many air forces around the world are now looking at it. The Gripen represents a different way of thinking about air power. Instead of being the biggest or fastest, it is designed to be clever. It uses advanced technology and is built to be easy to use. This makes it a very interesting choice for many countries. It is a true product of Swedish engineering, focusing on performance and practicality over sheer size or force, a concept that is gaining more attention in today's world. The name Gripen means the griffin in English. A griffin is a mythical creature with the body of a lion and the head and wings of an eagle. This name was chosen to show the jet's combination of strength and intelligence. It is strong like a lion on the ground and powerful like an eagle in the sky. The Gripen is a single-engine jet, which helps make it lighter and more fuel-efficient than many of its twin-engine competitors. This design choice was deliberate, aiming to create an aircraft that is both capable in combat and affordable to operate over many years of service. The Gripen was first introduced in the 1990s. Since then, Saab has made many new versions. Each new version has better computers, sensors and weapons. The newest model is the Gripen EF. It is one of the most advanced jets available today. It shows how a smaller country like Sweden can compete with bigger nations in making high-tech military equipment. The jet's continuous evolution ensures it remains a relevant and formidable platform, capable of meeting the challenges of the modern aerial battlefield. It is a story of constant improvement and smart adaptation. Today, many countries are talking about the Gripen. One big reason is the changing world situation. Global tensions mean that more nations feel they need to protect their skies. They need a capable air force. However, the most famous fighter jets, like the American F-35, are very expensive. They cost a lot of money to buy and even more money to fly and maintain. For many countries, this price is simply too high. They need a solution that fits within a smaller budget, but still provides a strong defense against potential threats. The Gripen offers a powerful alternative. It is known for being much cheaper than its main competitors. The cost to buy a Gripen is lower. More importantly, the cost to fly it for 1 hour is also much lower. This is a very important factor for air forces. A country can afford to buy more Gripens. They can also afford to fly them more often for training. This means their pilots can become better and more experienced. A well-trained pilot in a good jet is often better than an average pilot in a more expensive one. Another reason for the Gripen's popularity is politics. The jet is made in Sweden, a country that is historically neutral. This can make it an easier choice for some nations. Buying weapons is a big political decision. Some countries do not want to become too dependent on a superpower like the United States or Russia. Buying from Sweden can be seen as a more independent choice. It allows a country to build up its defenses without getting caught in the middle of larger geopolitical rivalries, offering a path to self-reliance. Examples of countries that use the Gripen show its global reach. Besides Sweden, the Gripen is flown by the Czech Republic, Hungary, South Africa and Thailand. Brazil is also a major operator and is even building some of the jets in its own country. This is called technology transfer. Saab works with local companies to build parts of the plane. This helps the buying country develop its own industry. This cooperative approach is very attractive and helps create strong long-term partnerships between Sweden and the nations that choose to operate the Gripen. One of the most special features of the Gripen is its design for easy maintenance. It was built to operate in difficult conditions. In Sweden, the Air Force needed a jet that could be serviced by a small team of technicians. They also wanted it to be able to take off from short, damaged runways or even public roads. The Gripen can be refueled and rearmed by a few people in a very short amount of time. This means it can get back into the air very quickly during a conflict, a critical advantage when every second counts. The Gripen is also known for its advanced electronics and computer systems. It has a very powerful radar that can see and track many targets at once. It also has a system that allows it to share information with other Gripens in the air. This is called a data link. The pilots can see what other pilots see on their screens. This teamwork makes the group of jets much smarter and more effective than a single plane working alone. This network-centric capability is a key element of modern air warfare, and the Gripen was designed around this concept from the very beginning. Another smart feature is the jet's electronic warfare system. This system is like an electronic shield. It can detect enemy radars and missiles. It can then jam them or use decoys to trick them. This helps the Gripen survive in dangerous areas. The jet does not rely only on being fast or hard to see. It uses its electronic brain to outsmart its opponents. This focus on survivability through technology rather than just raw performance is a hallmark of the Gripen's design philosophy and makes it a very tough opponent to defeat. The Gripen EF, the latest version, takes this even further. It has a completely new internal layout that makes it easier to upgrade. As technology improves, new computers and sensors can be added without having to rebuild the whole aircraft. This makes the jet future-proof. It can stay modern for many decades. This thoughtful design saves a lot of money in the long run. It ensures that an Air Force's investment in the Gripen will remain valuable and effective for a very long time, adapting to new threats as they emerge. The Gripen is changing how some military experts think about air defense. For a long time, the thinking was that you needed the most powerful and most advanced jet to control the sky. This often meant buying the most expensive option available. This strategy works for very wealthy nations, but it is not possible for everyone. The success and popularity of the Gripen suggests that there is another way. It proves that a good enough aircraft that is affordable and reliable can be a smarter choice. Military planners are starting to value efficiency more. The Gripen represents a model of smart defense. This means getting the most capability for your money. A country might be able to afford only 20 very expensive jets, or for the same price they could buy 40 or 50 Gripens. With more jets, they can patrol more airspace, they can be in more places at once. They can also afford to fly more training hours, creating a larger and more proficient pool of pilots. This creates a more resilient and flexible Air Force. This shift in thinking is a challenge to the traditional leaders in the fighter jet market. The Gripen's success shows that there is a large demand for aircraft that are both capable and affordable. It puts pressure on manufacturers of more expensive jets. They may need to find ways to lower their costs or offer better long-term support. The Gripen has created a new category in the market. It is a high-tech fighter that is not in the same price range as the most elite jets, but is far more capable than older, cheaper models. In the future, we may see more countries choosing this balanced approach. The Gripen's philosophy could influence the design of the next generation of fighter jets. Nations may demand aircraft that are easier to upgrade and cheaper to fly. The focus might shift from having a few superjets to having a larger fleet of smart, connected and efficient fighters. The Saab Gripen is not just a plane, it is an idea. It is the idea that clever design and economic sense can be just as powerful as brute force. And that is a shockwave that is being felt in military headquarters all around the world.